So Richard Brook, acupuncturist and yoga teacher here. Just going to do a lovely sequence now working with heart energy, opening up across the chest and the heart. It's a very soft and gentle sequence, but very, very potent. We spend a lot of time in the Western world, especially when we're living in urban environments, and we can become very contracted in this part of our body. Sometimes a lot of harsh energy around us, a lot of harsh vibrations around us. And as it hits our chest, we tend to contract. Equally, a lot of us spend a lot of time nowadays at computers or at desks, and again this closes off this part of the body. So by doing this sequence, it opens up this area, and the heart's actually got a massive electromagnetic field, and when this area of the body and the heart chakra is nicely open, it has a very strong effect on the rest of our energy. And similarly in Chinese medicine, they also see the heart as a supreme controller, again stating its importance as part of our overall health. So if you just want to come to a standing position with your feet roughly hip width apart, and just come into your general sense of alignment. So that by that I mean just become aware of your feet for a moment, become aware of the crown of your head, and equally just become aware of your belly. I'm a big fan of this. I often say this before I do many different sequences and throughout a yoga class, because essentially this is our overall alignment, is that we're connected to the earth, we're also connected upwards, and we're also centred, so that keeps us alive and awake in all parts of our spine. So again, just make sure your legs are nice and loose. Just follow your breathing, 1 or 2 breaths as it rises and falls in your abdomen. And then very gently as you breathe in, just bring both your arms up just above your head. Again, legs nice and loose, no tension in your thighs. Palms facing away from you. And just imagine for a moment the sun is just radiating down through the palms of your hands, down your arms and into your chest, just warming and opening your chest. And equally at the same time, just imagine that the energy of your heart is passing down your arms and out your palms. This is a little two-way interaction going on there. We're absorbing energy through our palms into our chest, and we're also radiating energy from our chest out down the arms and out through your hands. So we're just going to stand there for a couple of breaths, just breathing into your centre. And then on your next out breath, you're just going to gently turn to the right and allow your right arm just to come down behind you as you breathe out. And then as you breathe in, the arm just raises back up again and joins your left hand. And again, just following your breathing, just breathing out and allowing the left arm to come down this time as you breathe out. And then as you breathe in, the left arm comes back and joins the right. So we're just going to continue with that pattern. As you breathe out, the right arm comes down, and breathing in, it just joins back up at the top again. And what's important here is that the movement is actually riding on top of the breath. You're not forcing the breath to meet the movement, but rather your movement is synchronized to your breath. It's also equally as important that you move the body as one unit. So enable yourself to stay loose in your ankles, in your knees and in your waist. And obviously I'm turning to face the camera, but allow yourself, the whole body, to move and rotate to the side as you come down. And then as you breathe in, it comes back up again. Staying nice and loose. Okay, this time when we reach up to the top again, just gently bring both your arms back down in front of you, and just turn your right palm to face towards you. Don't lock out the arms, we're staying nice and loose. Don't want to introduce tension because that constrains energy flow. And just gaze into your right palm for a second. And as I mentioned, the arm is actually an extension of your own heart energy. So just imagine as you're gazing into your right palm, you're seeing a reflection of your own heart energy and everything that's good about you. And again, just be aware of your feet, the crown of your head and your centre. Be aware of your breath, and then next time as you breathe in, just going to rotate round, continuing the gaze into the right palm, just to where it feels comfortable for you to rotate to. And then as you breathe out, bring the arm back round again, and just rotate the hands round. So this time the right palm faces forward, the left palm faces towards you. And again on your next in-breath, just continuing that gaze into the centre of your own heart energy, into the centre of your palm. And breathing out again, and just returning back to centre. Again, just swapping the arms over, staying loose in the ankles and knees and waist. The whole body's involved in the movement. Breathing out, returning to centre, and we'll just do one more of those to the left. So again, just enjoying that gaze into your palm, into your own heart, and just coming back to centre. This time just extend both your arms out in front of you, with your palms facing inwards. Again, make sure there's no tension in the legs, we're staying loose to keep the energy flowing through the body. And this time you're just going to breathe in. As you can just straighten your knees a little bit as you breathe in towards your chest. And then you're just going to breathe out and just bend your knees and just push away from you. So the energetics we're working on here is that we're gathering in towards our heart all that's nourishing for us from the outside world. And equally as we breathe out, you're radiating out your own energy out into the world, your own qualities. Okay, and then breathing in, allowing yourself to absorb the nourishment from what's around you. And breathing out and expressing your own heart, your own qualities and capacities and gifts out into the world. And then equally being receptive, breathing in. So of an exercise like this, there might be something that you imagine your heart energy radiating out to, maybe to other people, activities, a place. And equally then, you might want to imagine you gathering energy, gathering chi in and accepting equally from a place, a person. And again, just breathing out, exuding your radiance. And then breathing in, just gathering in towards your chest. Breathing out again, we'll just do this a couple more times. And gathering in back towards your chest, into your heart. And one more, radiating out your chi. And gathering back in. This time just stand for a second now with your hands in front of your sternum. Again, checking for tension in the legs, no need to hold tightness or tension in there. And just be aware again of your feet, your head and your breath in that core alignment. Again, after we've worked with the chest energy a little bit, you might now be able to feel a little bit of electromagnetic chi starts to pass down the arms as the chest is opened and the heart energy has been activated a little bit. So sometimes people here can feel the hands tingling a little bit, the palms tingling, and you might feel that as like almost like a ball of energy between your hands. And don't worry if you don't, it tends to come a little bit over time. And so we're just going to play with this a little bit. So next time you breathe in, just begin to take your hands out to the side a little bit. And again, then as you breathe out, just bring your hands back together. Again, you can let your whole body be involved in this, so you can let the knees bend a little bit. So you're just breathing in again and expanding your chest, opening up that ball of light, and then breathing out, and just bringing the hands back together, bending the knees. You might want to imagine with this a bit of imagery, like maybe like a bird opening your wings, or ocean waves rolling. Just gently bring the hands back together. Particular favourite dynamic of mine with this is that As we breathe in, we're opening our chest. Again, opening our chest to situations that feed us and nourish us. And then as we breathe out, we're allowing ourselves to contract as we naturally do at times. And again, so we're just practicing that we're breathing in when we're around a situation that nourishes us and is good for us. We're breathing in and opening up and accepting that. And then naturally, just breathing out and just bringing the hands back together. Just tucking your heart energy back into your chest. So breathing in. This fits to the Chinese medicine perspective of the pericardium, which is our heart protector, which energetically opens situations that are nourishing for us, breathing in, opening up, and allows us to shut down as well when we need to equally. So we need to be able to do both. So we'll just do a couple more of those, just breathing in, opening the chest, expanding the hands, and then just breathing out and bringing your hands back together. And again, just stand for a second with your hands just in front of your sternum, and again you might be able to feel a little bit of charge between your hands, a bit of tingling in your palms, or your fingers might feel a bit more energised than normal. Again, get your centre, get your feet, get your head, get your breath. And we're going to do something called heaven and earth. So now you're going to breathe in, you're just going to take your right hand up and your left hand down. So your left hand's going down to the earth, your right hand's going up to the heavens. And then just breathe out and bring the hands back again just to meet the level of the heart. And again, passing over, breathing in, this time your left hand raises up towards the heavens and your right hand reaches towards the ground. And again, just breathing in, just bringing the hands back to centre. And just following that flow for a while. Again, just letting the movement ride on top of the breath. Like I said, you're not forcing the breath to meet the movement. You're just allowing each movement to correspond with the change of the breath. So you just breathe out, bringing the hands back to the level of your chest, your sternum, and then just breathing in and extending. So this keeps us balanced as well between our heavenly energies, the more subtle energies, and the more denser energies which keep us connected to the earth. And obviously sitting right in between this, the hands are crossing over the level of the heart, where we reach out to people. So that's right, just crossing the hands over at the heart, staying connected with our destiny, with our path, with the heavens above, and staying grounded on the earth, where we're going to allow ourselves to navigate that journey. Just bring your hands back now, this time to the level of the sternum. And having worked again just now for a little while with the energy of the heart, it's often a good time now to do a little bit of a visualisation type exercise. When we get connected with the energy of our heart, we often get connected a bit more with the energy of our soul, maybe with things, directions, guidance, things that we want to move towards in our life that nourish us. So this next little posture is to do with moving towards those targets, those goals. So this time just turn your right foot out to 90 degrees and just take your left heel back slightly. This is called the archer. So what you're going to do here, you're just going to take your right hand up in front of you. We're going to form a bow and arrow. You're going to form a mudra with your left hand. So your thumb is raised, your index finger, middle finger extended. You take those forwards, almost as if you're meeting. It's your bow and arrow meeting. And what we're going to do, I'll just show you this very quickly. You're going to breathe in. You're just going to take your weight back and draw back your left arm as if you're drawing back on your bowstring. And when you're in this extended position, you're just going to visualise something you want to move towards, a goal or a target, something that's in your heart, something you feel is in your destiny. And as we breathe out, we're just going to breathe out and just fire our golden arrow towards that target. So again, just breathing in, just drawing back up in the chest, seeing your goal, your visualisation, and then firing an arrow on an out breath towards the horizon, towards that goal. So again, just drawing back, bringing your arm back, and then breathing out, and just firing towards that. So we'll just do one more. Breathing in, opening your chest, opening your heart, seeing your goal, and then breathing out and releasing. Now we're just going to turn around to the other side. So this time taking your left foot out to 90 degrees, and then your right foot, your right heel's back slightly. So this time extend your left hand out in front of you. Form the mudra with your right hand, so your thumb's extended, index finger and middle finger, the other two fingers are tucked in. Take the bow and arrow to meet out in front of you. Breathe in, bring your weight back, see your goal, see your target of your heart, and then breathe out and just release that arrow towards that. Do a couple more, breathing in and out. See that arrow fly, that golden arrow fly towards your dreams. And breathing in again and out. Okay, and then gently let the arms just come down in front of you. Take your legs out a little bit wider. I'm just going to go into a relaxed forward bend. So you can either hold on to both of your elbows in this and just gently rest forward, or equally you can just take your hands down to the ground as well. Just allowing some of the energy to ground from what we've been doing. And you can stay in that position for as long as feels comfortable to you. And then gently begin to heel and toe your feet towards each other. Just going to begin to unravel the spine, just raise up from the base of the spine first, keeping the knees loose and the thighs loose, and your head comes up last, shoulders up, back and down. And we're now going to do something called the thunderbolt. So this time just turn your right foot out to 90 degrees. I'm just going to come down into the runner position. So just be careful with this that the knee doesn't overextend over the ankle, puts too much pressure on the joint. Left leg's back slightly to whatever position feels comfortable for you. And there's two different ways of doing this depending on your own body type and what feels comfortable. You can either do this by having your right arm just above your right knee, or equally you can have the right hand down to the outside of your right foot. I'll just demonstrate this. So you're just going to, what we're going to be breathing in, just opening up the spine. So you're rotating from the base of the spine through the waist as you open up, breathing in, gathering chi, energy, and then breathing out. And again firing away towards your goal, towards your target. So it is important with this one, very important that you rotate through the waist as you do this particular posture. Otherwise you're putting a lot of pressure on the shoulder, and we don't want to segment the body. We don't want to segment the shoulder, we want the spine to work in conjunction, enabling the shoulder to open. So again, just breathing in, allowing the spine to rotate, the shoulder naturally comes up, and just pause for a second just before you reach vertical. And again, imagine your goal, your target, what you're firing towards, and as you breathe out, you're just going to fire towards that goal, towards that target, and just pause for a second in that extended position. Just so your nervous system, your body feels a little bit of a stretch, so it gets the message. Okay, and then breathe out, allow the arms to come back down. And again, just breathing in, gathering in chi, potent energy. Just pause before you get to vertical, and then breathing out. And just firing, just feeling the stretch for a second again, so your nervous system gets the message. Okay, we'll do one more, and this time I'll do it with my hand down just by the side of my foot so you can see that way too. So again, just breathing in, up to vertical, just pausing for a second and then breathing out. Fantastic. Okay, then we're just going to swap round to the other side. So this time you've got your left foot out in front of you, again taking care not to overextend the knee over the ankle. Left arm either resting on your thigh or down the side of your left foot. I'm going to go from here, it feels more comfortable to me today. And again, breathing in, allowing the spine to rotate. It naturally allows the arm to open, the shoulder to open without strain. Just pausing for a second, just imagining your goal, your target, and then firing on an out breath, thunderbolt of energy towards that. And then again, just relaxing. Do a couple more again, so breathing in, rotating the spine, allowing the arm to rise, and then breathing out. Again, just letting your nervous system feel that by feeling the stretch slightly. Okay, and one more. Just breathing in, again being clear about what you're aiming towards, and then breathing out. And then gently let the arm come down to the floor. Just bring your hands down in front of you. You can gently bring the legs together again. And again, we're gently going to unravel the spine. Again, just uncurling from the base of the spine. Head coming up last. I'm just going to bring this to a close now, so just very gently allow both your hands just to come up above your head for a second. We're almost going to have a shower of our own heart energy that's radiating from our hands, and the electromagnetic energy we've generated into the palms of our hands. So just breathing in again, just breathing away with your feet, the crown of your head and your centre, your breath. Just gently allow your hands just to pass down over your forehead. Going to pass down over the different chakras, so we start at the crown, just going to come down now over the throat, passing over the heart, solar plexus, and just gently down just over first and second chakras as well. And then we're just going to come into a namaste. Thank you.